That's a really tricky question in a way, because if I say, for example, from my perspective, from my experience, you can kind of split them into three different main. Let me backtrack there a little bit. I would say what brain regions are important depends on what the brain what the functions are. So when we're talking about social interactions, you have to think about three things. So one is motivation. What are the incentives? You also need to think about what are the other players. So perception, you have to think about perception, and you also need to include a certain degree of social cognition. So basically thinking in the space of other social beings being there. And these are networks of brain areas. I would say, for example, it's very clear that for reward and for incentive, for that we have the reward system. So you have the dopaminergic system, you have the striatum, you have the orbitofrontal cortex, the anterior cingulate cortex. I really hope I mentioned the amygdala. Otherwise, my co-author is gonna kill me. Sorry, I also forgot to mention emotion regulation. But for emotion regulation, you definitely have you have the amygdala. You have this very strong connection with the anterior cingulate cortex. And thinking about social cognition, you have the medial prefrontal cortex. It plays a big role during social interactions. You also have the orbitofrontal cortex, and probably also the anterior insula that plays a big role in this. And thinking about social perception, of course, you have the ventral stream in the temporal lobe. So you have a huge array of brain regions and brain areas that play a role during social interactions. I really can't say one is more important than the other, but there's definitely clues of their roles during different functions.